Hi everyone.
Yeah.
Welcome again to my podcast, Chelsea Says So, because guess what? I'm always going to say something. From your online bestie, who is me, of course, Chelsea Osaji, and I have here with me my wonderful friend. It's time for you to introduce yourself. Thank you.
Hi guys, my name is Bright. I'm a graphic designer.
Okay.
Uh,
Give us a fun fact about yourself.
um, I write upside down.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
pretty weird.
that's it's not weird. That's a fun fact.
But it's weird still.
It's weird if people write straight. Which one is weird?
How do you write upside down?
How is it
I
write
really
upside down?
wonder.
Please.
Well, I like the
Moving
fact
on.
that you're very unique about it, and he has a fairly good handwriting. Still, it's readable, and that's what matters. He's shy, by the way, so please manage us like that. Hello, world. Welcome to Chelsea Said So, where we keep it real and say the things on everyone's mind. From me, your online bestie. So today's topic is basically centered around social media.
Okay.
What do you think about social media? Do you think it's actually good or bad for us, the society, our children, our younger ones coming behind us?
That's a very broad question.
Mm-hmm.
You can't say how do I feel about social media. Then ask me as you said, how do I feel as an adult, children? How does it affect? Blah blah blah. I think for every age category, it has a different impact.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel if for little children, I don't think social media should be very accessible.
Okay.
Like growing up, like little one, let's say from the ages of 3 to 10, thereabouts.
Thereabouts,
I feel
yes.
social media should be restricted. I'm not saying they shouldn't have access to social media at all, but it should be monitored.
Of course, of
Yes,
course.
that's what I feel. If for children, it should be monitored. Then for teenagers, the influence of social media depends on the person itself. So my experience is going to be different from your experience, and I feel the things in your life will still factor in how you use your social media.
Mm-hmm.
If let's just assume, for example, I grew up in a very churchy home, and we have all my peers around me. Let's just say we are all very churchy. The way I use social media is going to be very different from. Why are you laughing?
No, I like the way you're talking.
Okay,
Keep
sorry,
going.
sorry. So the way I use social media is going to be very, very different from the way, let's say, somebody who grew up on the streets. When I mean streets, like maybe somebody who is in friends or in cohorts with people who smoke, drink, or gang-related kind of things, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So my social media preference might be tailored or centered towards things like church. Let's just take for example, I'm a drummer in church.
Mm-hmm.
Most of my social media searches is going to be along the lines of maybe how to improve or watch fellow drummers, just watch kids relating with stuff like that. But it's just going to be centered around. This is just an example. It's going to be different from what the other guy is going to be searching on.
Of course.
Yeah. So.
Of course, but my question now is, with the advent of social media, regardless of who uses it,
Okay.
do you think, of course, the social media space is a combination of both, good and bad.
Okay.
But do you think the good outweigh the bad in the sense that what people are actually using it for, or what our younger ones behind us are using it for, is actually for the good and not for like the negative part of social media?
Um, I don't think there's enough data.
Okay,
to,
don't give
yeah,
me
yeah,
data.
no, yeah, no.
Let's
You
just
need.
look
You
at.
can't just assume.
I get that.
You can't
I
just
get
assume.
that. But for every 2 to 3 people you meet, what do they use their social media for? The younger ones, those TikTok trends and all of that. Let's not even forget the mass jam failure that just happened. How would you link social media to all of this? Because to be very honest, social media is very, very distracting. Instagram, TikTok is very, very distracting. So for you to enjoy all those trends, all those news that is going on, it's very captivating, and those little clickbait topics will make you spend hours without even realizing it. So how do you think that affects the cognitive mindset of the younger ones or the youths? or let's say teenagers, because everybody's guilty at some point.
I don't think social media. Yes, it's might be negative. Social media is a combination of the good and the bad,
And the ugly.
all join, and the innocent, all
Of
join.
course.
So it still boils down to who is using it and how they are using it. Because I know in my school, in uni days, we still have social media. We had the Instagram. Okay, fine. The twerking videos and all that and whatnot may not have been as rampant back then, but they were still there.
But it is more now.
Whether it's more or not, my point is it was still there.
Mm-hmm.
Porn was still there, and every other thing was still there.
Okay.
Yeah, like the negative side of internet was still there. But then in school, we had access to smartphones. But you see, most of us then were using our phones to either research topics that we're given to do assignments and just do fun things in general.
Of course, doing your due diligence, whatever housemanship or, depending on the career path, basically.
Yeah, so to wrap it up, it's just school isn't a scam, right? But I feel it depends on what your career is and what you want to do. That's what will determine if school or if university, those 4 years in university, if it's needed for you. If your career path is leading you towards the more practical aspects,
Yeah.
maybe you're into fine arts or you're into dancing or singing, going to school for 4 years might be a waste for you. Yeah,
True.
it's better you go to an institution that is dedicated to teaching that specific set of skills that you need rather than going to school for 4 years. But if you're going to be doing something like law, medicine, accounting, things like that, you need to go to school. You need to stay, do your 4 years, come out, and pursue
So, can you drop 1 or 2 nuggets that we're going to use to close this episode for today?
No nuggets. I won't say what I'm to drop say nugget, but life isn't fair.
Of course.
So you might have a desire to learn, or you might feel you have a talent for specific things, but your family might not support it. Like I said, life isn't fair. So you might still be forced to go to school, even if you do not want to. In that regards, I feel most people shouldn't leave their talents unchecked or unpursued. I don't know. I feel like it's a major part of
So
who
you
you are.
should go to school while still
Go to
pursuing
school while still pursuing. Try to find a perfect balance.
balance for
Or,
everything.
yeah, if you want to sing and you are reading something, maybe you are reading finance or you are doing something else in uni, find friends in school that have the same talent or hobby as you are. Join things that will build up whatever
Those-
you
that
have
passion
yeah,
of
that passion
yours.
that you have. So it might be a choir, it might be a singing band in school. I mean, you must have seen one of those things in school where you guys are all studying different
Some
courses,
of all
but
these
you know,
musicians like
Thank
Ashake
you.
started in
Comedians,
OAU,
you see
comedians,
them.
they still went to
so
school.
they still do their things at the side,
side.
while still pursuing the career. Obviously, you know that career they're pursuing is for their parents. Then the side thing they're doing is for
It's
themselves.
for them. But it's
So
not good. It's
that's-
not so bad if you have like 2 options, of course.
Yes,
If this
if-
one no work, this one
Thank
will work.
you,
At
because-
the end of the
It's life. You might pursue your talent, and your talent
not
might
go
not carry. So if your talent doesn't push you forward, you rely on.
the school
So
and make some
let's
money.
take, for example, now let's say somebody like Fowles the bad guy.
He studied law.
He's a lawyer.
Like,
And we can tell that he's good at it.
of
So
course.
if music was not
It's
working
still-
well for him, my guy would have done. You'd have seen.
He would have gone. He would have
Yeah.
joined his father's chambers.
Thank you. You'd have
And
been
we're making the
pursuing his
money.
law. So it's good if you have that option. If you can find a way to balance it, your talent and maybe something else you're studying already. But if you have that luxury of, my parents are supporting me and backing me, let me give my all to my talents, fine. But if for some reason your parents are not supporting your talents, do what they want you to do.
Do both.
Then do your thing by the
Then
side.
pick.
And then you pick when you are done. If you are done with your uni, you have your degree.
Thank you for coming to my podcast. Don't worry, the next time you're on the show, I'll definitely have something special for you.
Two babes.
Yeah, 2 babes. Happy to you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't also forget to share. See you on my next episode. Bye bye.
Entertainment.